Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit of this article that I just posted on my website on July 1st. So, if content is one of those things that you struggle with, maybe this might help you. And also, this gives an idea of how my framework works. My methodology centers around four pillars, and I'm going to touch on them using content as an example here. Okay, so content works better when you stop treating it like a chore. July 1st, 2026. For a long time, content sat in my head as admin, something I was supposed to do after the real work, a visibility task, or a social obligation. A box to check so the business looked alive. That framing made it heavy. Not because I had nothing to say, but because anything treated like a chore eventually gets delayed, rushed, or resented. And I see the same thing in founders, operators, and consultants all the time. They care deeply about their work. They can talk for an hour about a client pattern, a hard decision, a system that finally clicked, things that they're passionate about. And this is really important, right? Because I'm now tying this thing that you don't really feel like is a necessity to something that you're passionate about. Because you would only be able to talk at length about something that you know, care about. So, okay. They can talk for an hour about a client pattern, a hard decision, a system that finally clicked, right? But they freeze when it is time to turn that into public communication. And it's not because they are inarticulate. It's because in their mind, content has been placed in the wrong category. The real problem isn't consistency. Most people think they have a discipline problem when it comes to content. They tell themselves that they need to post more, be more visible, show up more consistently. But when I look closer, the pattern is usually simpler than that. They do not hate sharing ideas, they hate treating meaningful communication like a recurring social chore.